Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video, we are diving into a new first impression. There has been a lot of first impressions videos, but there is a lot of reviews coming up as well. But today we are taking a look at an application that is both open source and a project manager. I've actually seen more of these applications, these open source project management tools, and what I've seen with project management tools in general is that they can often be used by an individual as a second brain. So that is how we are going to take a look at this application, or that's the way I look at this application when I am doing this full review. I hope that made sense. Anyways, let's start off with the pricing. So a lot of people are actually just going to get away with the free plan, especially if you're just using it as a single person. With that, you get projects and work items, cycles and modules, layout and views. I hate the fact that all of these applications use different wording for the same thing. You get 12 seats and you get APIs. This pricing or pro plan will set you back either 8 or 6. With that, you get custom work items, work item templates, full time tracking, cycle reports, custom dashboards, automations, full Jira and GitHub imports. So for more mature teams, it also says that right here. They also have a business and enterprise plan, and you can also self-host the application as well. Um, so you can see that this changes from unlimited seats, 1 to 5 guests, and it changes to unlimited seats, 200 users. So you can self-host this application. They also have a saving calculator here, which I always find these really fun. But let's jump into the application. So it has a project management feel to it. So you can add projects. Let's just add projects. And let's call this project a test project. My guess is that this has tasks, it has and it has notes, probably those two. I can change this to public or private, and I can choose a lead. This is, again, if you have a team, this becomes more important. Let's create the project. It generates the project, and here I can choose different things. So I can choose cycles, modules, views, pages, intake, and time tracking on the pro plan. Let's add the intake as well. And so here you can stay in the loop on work items you are subscribed to and enable this to get notified. So basically just a way to get notified of things. You can get the email and the forms on the business plan, but only in app for the free plan, and also the pro plan as well, I think will just stay in app. So let's just go ahead and open this project and see what we get here. So let's create a work item. So this is something I need to do. Let's just write something I need to do like this. I can add a description. I can use AI to add a description. It isn't that cool of a feature any longer when every application has it, but it is good that it has the AI here. I can do backslash, and I can actually add a lot of things here. I can add a lot of formatting, actually. This was much more than I expected. Does this work with Markdown as well? It does. So most of these backslash applications that have this backslash functionality also has Markdown. I can add subtasks, so I can add a subtask here. But that would feel weird to do, or actually no, I think it's right to do the subtasks here because work items, my guess is that work items are tasks, so I can choose to have it in my backlog. I can choose a priority here. I can choose backlog, to do, in progress, done, or cancel. I can add assignees. I can add labels, but I first have to create a label. I can add start date. I can add due date. I can add cycle, modules, and a parent as well. but I don't have anything else in here, so it doesn't have a parent task. So I would probably use this as a sort of, I've already created the checkbox, but I would use this as your checklist, and I would probably do the parent child relationship for subtasks. That is at least my initial thought on it. It might change when I do the review on this application. Can I add, let's add a new work item. So let's do test to do. Press enter, and here I can, how do I open it up? So I open it up just by clicking at it. This looks like Notion to me. And probably a little like super lists as well. But I can add sub work item. So I can press add existing. And then I can add the test to do underneath the something I need to do. So basically this is a child of this. That is basically how it works. And if I now open the test to do, it should have a parent here, and it uses this right here, the name that is here to work as the parent and or to show the parent. Here I can add like due dates, things like that, and I can also do descriptions from within here. I can add comments as well. I also have the ability to filter out these comments. So that is basically the to-dos here, which is probably the most important part of a project management tool. Let's do cycles. What is this? So group and time box your work in cycles. This looks interesting. So let's do a test cycle like this, create it. And I have active cycles, I have upcoming cycles. So let's do the test cycle. Add existing work items. So I can add these two and add them into here. And what does it actually do? If I now go back, open this up again, it doesn't seem like it does anything. So I have this sidebar here where I can add a start date and end date for when these tasks should be started and finished. I have work items. Let's just check this off. Does it do anything? It doesn't seem like it does anything. I now open this. It isn't saved yet. Let's try again. If I open this back up, why doesn't it save the change? It is supposed to. Let's try to check things off again. Like that. And go. So it doesn't save it when I check it off. That feels a little weird. Map your project milestones to modules and track aggregated work easily. This seems interesting as well. So let's do test 3. And what can I do here? So I think I'm just struggling to understand how I should use this, because I can change the display here, but that doesn't do much. Can I change the view? It doesn't seem like I can. Oh, here it is. So I can do a board layout, a calendar layout, a table layout. So basically database style. But can I also do that in my work items? So that isn't, it doesn't change anything using the modules and the cycles. Probably for teams it will matter, but I'm struggling to understand how I should use this. Both the modules and the cycles. Let's do views. These are just filtered views for your projects. So basically, if you think of Notion, it would be like having the ability to have different saved views of databases. That's my guess on how this is. Let's just create one. Let's do test here as well. Create one. If I open it up, something I need to do, and my guess is that I can save. Oh, wrong button. Let's do that again. Save as. create view, so I can create a test2 view and a test1 view, which is the table, and the test2 view, which is this board view. Pages, these are docs, and docs is always interesting. So let's call this a note and create the page. Let's see what we got here. So we have basic formatting, as we had in the descriptions earlier. You have code, you have a quote block, you have to-dos, you have tables, you can add images. Let's just add an image. I think this is block based as well, and it is. So I can drag these blocks around. So let's do test, and I can drag this up or down. Let's do down instead. Let's do that again. I always struggle with these block-based applications to drag things around. But these are basically your notes. Can I link them? Let's do, so that doesn't work. If I write link, work item embedded. So I can do hashtag work item. My guess is that these codes here can be used. So can I copy this? Oh, it actually copies it if you click it. That is a neat little feature. Let's do \link work item like this. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Why can't I link it to a work item? It should be possible. I'm not sure why it isn't doing it. Let's see what else we can do. Rollout image. There is no other way of linking things, so it has to be done like this. But why doesn't it link to a work item? If I do like this, does that work? If I click it, it just opens it as a link, so that doesn't work either. Why doesn't this work? It's either a bug or it is me really struggling to understand how this application works. But it can be both. I'm a little confused here. So again, something I am not able to understand. This is your notification center. That is what it is. It is your notification center. This isn't important if you're only using this as one person and not as a team. You also have an inbox here, which is also notifications. So this is probably notifications across all of your different projects, because you can have multiple projects. Let's just open another one so I can have multiple ones here. Can I change this? I should be able to change the emoji here. Let's do settings. And I can change it from inside of my settings. Let's go back. But that is basically your notifications across all of your workspaces or all of your projects, while this is per project. At least that's my guess. I will need to do a deep dive on this application at some point. But it looks interesting. So my initial thoughts on this is that I like the user interface a lot. Either I'm struggling to understand the application because it is complicated, or there is a few bugs there. I think it is a combination of both of them. Something isn't working right, and I'm not understanding the application. But I think it looks interesting as a project management tool. If you're looking for an open source ClickUp, for example, this looks like it can be that. I will need to jump into the application later and do more of a deep dive and figure out how everything works, but it isn't too bad. I think it is complicated, but a lot of project management applications quickly get really, really complicated. But I think it is interesting and worth taking a look at. I will leave a link to it down below. And as usual, if you have any questions, leave them down below. And thank you so much for watching today's video. I almost forgot my own outro.